Hello, I'm currently ranked 1,600th in Merch Tactics. I was just 1,200, that's my peak rank, but I dropped a couple games. So first off, I'm going to be talking about a couple of strategies that I think aren't commonly talked about. First one is you should be using Spirit Empress, not the King. If you're using the King, you're doing it all wrong. I'm going to link a video down below showcasing how to use Spirit Empress. Basically, you want to cycle the first 2, 3, sometimes 4th round so that you have infinite elixir. You can build your ultimate ultimate team, and then just upgrade from there. Okay, let's talk about teams. So currently the most popular team that's played in the meta right now is the Clan Avenger build based around the Archer Queen. I think the best build, and everything I say in this video is just based off what I've seen, but the best build that I've been using is 4 Ace and then Golden Knight and Knight. The reason why this build is so good is if you can get 3-star Golden Knight, this build is broken because the 4 Ace gives it plus 60% bonus damage. This, I've never lost once I had the 3 Golden Knight. It beats Rangers, it beats Clan, it beats Goblin Thrower, whatever, even beats Clan Avenger, all 3-star. So, and also, what I noticed from game to game is that you should not be focusing on building one specific team. Rather, you should be looking at what other people have. If 2 people are building a build, that build instantly gets nerfed because there's a pool of troops. So if you're going for Archer Queen and someone else is going for Archer Queen, you can both only typically get 2-star Archer Queens, and you play against, let's say, you play against Goblin Thrower, and they're all 3 stars, you're going to lose that even though Clan Avenger is a better build. So you should always be looking to build a team that is not sought after by the other players in your team. So when you're cycling, I usually like to cycle the first 2, sometimes 3, and if I'm really unlucky, the 4th round. I like to merge into a 2-star and sell around 13-ish times, kind of keep a mental counter in your head before I go ahead and build my team. After 13 times, I'm building my team, and once I have my team of 6 out there, then I just focus on upgrading. If you get stuck on Elixir, sell a team member even if you need it, part of your ultimate team, so you can always cycle back to it. There's a caveat to this, and that's you want to scout other people. If they're going for the troop that you're about to sell, make sure not to sell it. For example, in the build in the team that I like with 4 Ace and Golden Knight and Knight, I never sell Golden Knight because that's my main damage dealer. You don't want to sell your main damage dealer. And I almost never sell Bandit because Bandit is used in Clan Avenger, which is almost always played in every single game. I usually sell something like a Knight because Knight's not commonly used and people don't usually take it, and I can get it back really quick. If not Knight, then P.E.K.K.A. or Executioner. So cards that are kind of only part of one build, and if you're the only one going for that build, you're very likely going to be able to cycle back to it, if that makes sense. Next off, I'm going to talk about the modifiers here. We're just going to go by one by one, each very quick. Some of them really don't have any implications to this kind of strategy that people are playing right now. Some of them do. +5, this one's just really good because you start with more elixir, you're able to cycle to get that infinite elixir going sooner. Bigger team size, this one doesn't really do anything. Game 5 lecture, that one doesn't really do anything. Party time, team size is always 6, doesn't really apply to anything. Strategy still stays the same. This one, start with a 2-star, 2 elixir troop. I like to always see who I'm playing, see how their loadout is. If I'm going to beat them, then I keep the 2-star there so that I win the round and avoid the damage. The other thing is during those 2-3 cycle rounds, you always want to be trying to win some good troops during this because, you know, the synergies don't really matter. Any 2-star is going to beat a 1-star most of the time, right? And then P.E.K.K.A. and Prince are really broken because they're really good at 1v1. If I'm not going to win, I usually sell this 2-star to Elixir, and then I cycle to try to get 13 merges, 13 cells, and I can start building. Same concept with this one, same concept with this one, same concept. Richer does not really matter because some people try to throw the first 2 rounds and build infinite Elixir, but if you just cycle right, you'll be able to win the first 2 rounds and get to that infinite elixir, so it doesn't really matter. Fight Fever doesn't matter, this one doesn't matter, this one doesn't really matter. This one does kind of matter because you do want to focus on winning those first 2 rounds instead of, you do still want to cycle, but it's really good to win those first 2 rounds because you're able to get more troops to be able to cycle with. Elixir Collector, so this one, for the most part, I don't sell my Elixir Collector unless I know I'm about to go on a crazy cycle round, or if I'm at 1 HP or like 1 or 2, 3 HP is kind of my last round. I'm selling it. I'm just basically doing whatever I can to win. The first troop bought each turn is free. This is good because if you don't have a merge, you always want to buy the most expensive troops so that when you sell it, you can sell it for the most, if that makes sense. So if you buy like a 5 elixir troop, that's a free 4 elixir right there, compared to if you buy a 2 elixir troop, that's only 1 elixir if you sell it. For 4 stars, this one, you can just go, basically when you see this, you can basically go for your favorite build regardless if other people are playing it. So if you really like Clan Avenger, feel free to just go for it. For this one, a 1-star copy. So teams are basically built around one player. So the team that I like with the Golden Knight, you want to upgrade your Golden Knight to 3-star, otherwise it's kind of useless. So I always put my Golden Knight in this slot so that I can level it up quicker. Archer Queen, obviously for Clan Avenger, you know, so that you can get that 4-star. For this one, Pandora's Bench, you want, it becomes a random troop with the same cost, so always roll the dice to see if you can get a merge, or if I'm going like my 5 elixir, my Golden Knight build, and I'll put a 5 elixir troop there because it has a 50-50 chance, another 5 elixir troop because it has a 50-50 chance of turning into a Golden Knight. For example, if I put the Skeleton King, it has a 50% chance of getting into a Golden Knight, 50% chance of going into Archer Queen because there's only 2 other 5-star troops. For the Just Keep Living dummy, I mean, for these dummy ones, just use the dummy as a pure dummy that you want to die first because it's more important winning the round, and most of the time if you don't use it as a distraction, you're going to lose the round. That's just, you're not going to get the 1 elixir and you're going to lose some damage there. Same with the trait dummy. Also for these, they have really interesting implications because you can kind of, the ultimate team might change based off the 2 traits that you get. lucky discount. For this one, you always want to buy the one with the lucky discount. Buying the one with the lucky discount is basically a free buy because you can sell it for the same amount of elixir, if that makes sense. So cycling with this one, you should be done within the first 2 rounds. The only thing stopping you is time. So if you're really fast, you can honestly be cycled and done on the first round. This one doesn't matter. It's better to keeping troops on your bench. If you have a full bench, you have a lot of potential elixir, if that makes sense, because any merge that you get, you merge and then you sell. So keeping troops on your bench is a lot of potential elixir. For this one, same kind of concept as the other rightmost bench slot kind of things. So if I'm building like my Golden Knight build, then I'll put a 4-star there so that this time it has a 1/3 chance of becoming a Golden Knight. For this one, it doesn't really have any implications. For this one, you always, for this 3-star powerhouse, you always want to get like a Golden Knight or Archer Queen or something that's a cornerstone of your team. For me, I always do Golden Knight or Archer Queen. For the first choice turns into a 2-star, you always want to, this doesn't really matter until you get your cycle right. Once you get 13 stellar merges, then you try to look for that cornerstone of your team or any member of your team, but really that cornerstone, if you can just buy them twice as a first choice. So I like to cycle when the round is going, and if I see a Golden Knight, then I'll stop cycling there and have that be my first one, because that's the equivalent of buying 2 Golden Knights in one. Alright, in the next part of the video, I'm going to talk about I'm going to be talking about the synergies here. As you can see, you guys already know the builds that I like. Ranger Noble is also so I see, really, these are the builds that I see. This is kind of how I'll rank them. So my favorite is full ace plus knight plus golden knight. That's my favorite, and I think currently the best. A really solid one, but it's oversaturated and overplayed, is Clan Avenger. And then Goblin Thrower consists, I think it's in the video that I'm going to link with the Spirit Empress, but that one's also pretty popular. And Ranger Noble is also a pretty popular build. So these are builds, it should be good to know them in the back of your head, so when you see someone else going for them, you can know what's on their team, and you can start taking their troops so they can't take it from them. So memorizing these common builds. Undead is kind of a useless, in my opinion, kind of like a useless. It's pretty good in early round because it kind of takes out their main troops, but when it's a 6v6, it's kind of useless. Although I will say, if you just need a fill-in, so I see the troops that are across all the ones that I said, Mega Knight and Bandit are kind of like the hard to get because they're part of multiple builds. So if you are going for a build with Mega Knight or Bandit, try to prioritize those as well as your cornerstone cards such as like Archer Queen or Golden Knight. Giant Skeleton is always a good filling card just because when it dies, it does so much damage. So Giant Skeleton I like as a throwing card. And then just make sure when you're playing against Assassins, or if you're playing against Assassins, to position your things in the back. We'll go over that later. And then if you're playing Juggernaut, make sure to place your troops correctly to get the full boost there. If you're playing Rangers, put it in the back. Okay, so next up I'm going to go over some kind of placement items here. So first of all, we always want to play Archer Queen. If you're playing Archer Queen, always play it in the 3rd row, not the 4th row. So 3rd, 2nd, or 1st row. And then, okay, how do we line up the Executioner? So the Executioner should always go in the 2nd row so it can reach the back row. And it lines up in these diagonal lines. So if something's in their back, if you scout them, and they have a card that looks like they're right there, so right by the king, right? Remember, their king is on this side, so we want to place it in this line right here. The Executioner right here will kill their king. Now, keep in mind, sometimes this doesn't work because Executioner targets like their highest troops, so their highest troop has to be like right here for this to work. But if you place it here, it has a good chance of hitting. If it's on the other side, if their troops here, you try to hit it, you need to keep it in line, so it's going to be right here, it's going to hit that corner over here. So knowing Executioner placement, you can kind of, if you place your backline troops here or here, just make sure you can't line it up with their Executioner, so they can't punish you for that. Let's see, Anti-Princess. I'm going to link another video that I saw that was really helpful with positioning and stuff like that. First round, let's say a very typical first round would look like, if also Goblins in the first couple rounds when you're cycling is super helpful. I always prioritize Goblins and then trying to win. If I have Goblins, you always want to play like this so that they can walk down. Yeah, so overall, I hope you found some good tips here. I'll just go over and play in a game, and I'm gonna cut that one out, and I'm just gonna play this one so you guys can see. Hopefully I get better. In that game, I was kind of all over the place. This is my first time playing under the camera, so, yeah. Hopefully we get into a game soon. The guy we were playing against did a really good job. He got early 3-star Archer Queen, and instead of going for the Clan Adventure build, he knows what build I was going to, and went Ace. Archer Queen. This prevented me I can't shift the clan. My build wasn't going to work. Someone else was playing Rangers. I could have gone Goblin Thrower, but at that point, it was kind of bad. Okay, so here, I'm going to go, let's see what I got here. So I'm going to sell this so I can merge. I'm going to go 2 Goblin. Alright, so I have 2 Goblin, which is good, because getting Goblins in the early round, I'm going to lose here, because this guy has the same build with a 2-star. But, yeah, so you can notice me merging early game, focusing on getting kind of 13 merge and cells and then building up my team from there. I'm not even going to get killed. That's unfortunate. So here we go. So yeah, the merge animations are kind of slow. Also, if you have 2 merges, you want to merge the higher troops. That was a mistake there if you saw. And then you always want to buy the cheapest troop. So I should have put the Valkyrie in. I didn't have enough time. You can also merge on the bench. So now I know I have enough merges to where I can start building my team. So you know the comp we're going for with the 4 ace with the 2 knights. That's what I'm going for. I'm at 4 HP, so it's kind of do or die. I saw someone with the Archer Queen, so I know Clan's heavily sought after for sure. It always is. So I already have 3 Golden Knights. I just have to watch out because I have to be able to win this round to stay alive, really. So which is nice. I get that there. Alright, cool. So I'm pretty sure this is the best we can do for now. I have Juggernaut, so I can put these back to get the shield. This guy's playing Rangers, which means this might be hard. I'm not going to lose, I think. Yeah. Because he doesn't have enough tanks up front. But against Rangers, if you have 3-star Golden Knight with 4H, as long as he plays correctly, you should be fine because he can dash all over the place and kind of kill them. So we got 1 Ranger, we got a Clan going, and they're both kind of going Clan. See, that's the problem with Clan. So they're going to split the Archer Queens for sure. And then once one of them dies kind of late game, that's when I kind of sneak in and try to get one of those Archer Queens, so I prevent a 3-star Archer Queen. I'm going to sell and cycle the Knights there. Wow, do I really not have enough Elixir here for that? So that was not Elixir efficient, actually, but it's fine. When I sold a 1-star. Selling 1 star is never Elixir efficient, but yeah, okay. Just like here, I'm kind of slow, so as you can see, the game's really not that advanced yet. Luckily, my execution is lining up with the Archer Queen. Yeah, so 2-star, 3-star executioners can actually have further range, so you can line them up in the 3rd row. So here we're going to, this is going to be a close. We're going to lose here because the Archer Queen's, actually, we're going to win that one. Nice, and we're going to hopefully go for a big round here. We're going to get that Mega Knight, sell 3-star, nice. Once I get that 3-star Golden Knight, I'm really confident, and things are usually pretty good from there. So here I'm just going to worry about placement. I want to line up with his Princess, which is going to be this right here because of that diagonal. Put my Mega Knight here. Actually, so the Golden Knight needs to get a kill to be able to trigger. The Bandit needs a hit or 2 hits, I guess. So I can see my execution is lining up. The Bandit needs 2 hits. So you want the Bandit to hit first, and then you want the Golden Knight can be the furthest troop, if that makes sense. Because all it needs to do is get the kill. And yeah, when it gets the kill, it destroys Rangers, even if they're going at 15x speed there. So let's see. This guy's going Brawler. That's actually a really interesting build. I don't see a lot. So here we're going to cycle. We're going to cycle the Knight because it's not really a highly sought after card, so I'm most likely going to be able to get it back. So selling. Yeah, I'm lagging a little bit, but it's okay. Actually, someone might have took it my Knight. They might have taken it by either they're really cracked and keeping track of what I'm playing, or they took it by accident during their cycle, which is really unfortunate. Also, let's see here. Wow, so I really downgraded there, but I should still be fine just because I have 3-star Mega Knight. So right now I'm not being Elixir efficient, just seeing what's out there on the shop. It's pretty limited because we still have 4 players, but someone's gonna die this round. Maybe 2 people are gonna die, which is gonna open up a lot. I need to be wary if okay, so I need to be wary. This guy's playing Rangers. He already has a 3-star Princess, so I gotta be wary of the Archer and I'm not gonna sell the Dark Goblin. I'm gonna try to get the Archer nice. So as you can see, I'm not gonna let go of these 2 troops here. No matter what, just because, and there's no point of upgrading that's Elixir inefficient because you only need to hold 1 in order for, oh, okay, I just accidentally upgraded. You only need to be able to hold 1 for them not to get the 3-star. Wow, so my Knight is out there somewhere. Okay, well, I can replace Knight with one of those 2 cards. Skeleton King okay, there's my 2-star Knight. So I should be fine here as long as Executioner is connecting, which is nice. That's nice. I need the Golden Knight to really get going and get a kill, because as you can see, once the Golden Knight gets a kill, it's pretty much over. So that's right here. So as you can see, even at the top ranks right now, like top 1000, the game's really subjective and no one really has the game fully down, even me. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and if I miss anything, please let me know, and please put it in the comments. Currently still around 1200, but I'm climbing pretty fast. I haven't really slowed down. So yeah, I think it's just all about the build, the team, and just building what other people don't have.